Jonathan had taken the lighthouse keeper position 6 months ago. The village was small, fog enshrouded, and nearly deserted in winter. One night, he noticed a faint light bobbing in the mist far out on the cliffs, moving slowly toward the lighthouse. No boat had left the harbor. No one had traveled the cliffs. The light resembled another lantern, almost identical to his own, swinging in rhythm with the fog's movement. Every night at exactly 3 a.m., Jonathan heard tapping at his windows, footsteps in the hallway, faint whispers calling his name. Objects shifted slightly, papers, a chair, even the lantern seemed to move on its own. His cat, normally placid, hissed and arched its back, staring at empty corners. The fog outside thickened unnaturally, curling toward the lighthouse as if it were alive. While dusting the old library in the lighthouse, Jonathan discovered a hidden drawer. Inside were yellowed letters written by a previous keeper decades ago. Each letter described the lantern in the mist and warned, "If you see the lantern, do not answer, do not follow, it waits for you." The last letter was unfinished, ending with a smudge of ink, and the name, Jonathan. One night, Jonathan followed the lantern to the cliffs. He thought he could understand why it appeared. A figure emerged, a man in tattered 19th century clothing, his face pale and hollow. He moved silently, never touching the ground, as if floating, always keeping the lantern ahead of him. Jonathan called out, but the figure only disappeared when he approached, vanishing into the mist. Days passed. Jonathan barely slept. The lantern appeared in reflections, even indoors. He wrote in a journal, attempting to rationalize what he saw, but the fog whispered in languages he couldn't comprehend. Shadows stretched unnaturally, the fog curling into shapes that resembled faces, eyes staring. He heard chains dragging across the floor at night and whispering voices calling from empty rooms. Jonathan realized the figure was the previous keeper, trapped between worlds. Every 50 years it returned to claim a successor to tend the lighthouse eternally. One night, the lantern appeared inside his home, on his mantle, flickering in his face. Written in the fog on the windows, "Jonathan, you are next." At 3 a.m., the figure appeared before him. The fog swirled into a human shape. He had two choices: follow the lantern into the mist, leaving the world behind. Stay, knowing the figure could trap him forever in the lighthouse. He hesitated. The fog pressed closer. The whispers repeated, "Come, Jonathan, join us." Jonathan lit his own lantern and stepped into the fog. The next morning, the village found the lighthouse empty. Jonathan was gone. The lantern still glowed faintly inside, untouched. When the fog rolled in over the cliffs, faint whispers could be heard. "Jonathan, Jonathan, come."